Potato can sit through a 5-hour gaming marathon without blinking. Potato can scroll until its eyes dry out and its thumb files for retirement. Potato can watch 11 episodes back to back and whisper, "Okay, last one," like it's not a complete lie. But ask Potato to study for 30 minutes, and suddenly it's clutching its chest like it's been drafted into the deep fryer. Potato swears it'll focus for 1 hour. 4 minutes in, it's reorganizing the spice rack, watering a plant that's already dead and calling it productivity. And here's the part that makes no sense. Potato knows better. Deep down, Potato knows that studying, exercising, even just tidying up would actually pay off. But every single time, Potato reaches for the quick stuff instead: the game, the feed, the screen. So why? Why do some potatoes attack hard things every morning like it's nothing, while this one would rather become one with the couch? And the real question, the one worth 8 minutes of your life: is there a way to trick the potato brain into actually liking hard things? To answer that, we have to meet the little chemical pulling all the strings. Its name is dopamine. Most people call dopamine the pleasure chemical. That's wrong, and the mistake matters. Dopamine doesn't hand potato pleasure. Dopamine hands potato wanting. It's the craving chemical, the engine of "I need that." Think of dopamine as an invisible golden fry floating just ahead of potato's nose. Potato hasn't tasted a single bite yet, but the want alone is enough to make it sprint. To see how strong that pull really is, scientists ran an experiment not on potatoes but on rats. They gave a rat a lever, and every press sent a little jolt straight to the brain's reward circuit. The rat pressed it, then pressed it again, then kept pressing, ignoring food, ignoring sleep, ignoring everything, chasing the jolt until it dropped from exhaustion. Then the scientists flipped it. They switched the dopamine off. Those same rats went completely still. They wouldn't cross the cage for food sitting right there. They weren't sad when food was placed in their mouths. They ate it happily. They simply had zero drive to go get it. Read that twice, because the potato brain runs on the exact same wiring. Dopamine was never about enjoying the fry. It's about making potato chase it. Now, here's where potato's own brain quietly turns against it. The brain has one obsession above all: balance. Too hot, potato sweats. Too cold, potato shivers. It's always dragging itself back to the middle, and dopamine is no exception. When potato floods its brain all day with games, junk, and endless scrolling, the brain panics at the overload and turns down the volume. It removes some of its own dopamine receptors to cope. So now potato needs a bigger hit just to feel normal. The same trap a heavy drinker falls into, needing more and more for less and less. Picture potato's tongue after a month of nothing but deep-fried, triple-cheese, chili-dusted hyper snacks. Then someone hands it a plain boiled potato. Potato gags. This is just sad. It's not that the boiled potato got worse. It's that potato's tongue got spoiled. And that's the whole problem in one bite. When potato finally sits down to study, the brain runs a comparison. On one side, the screaming fireworks of a video game. On the other, a textbook, one tiny, flickering birthday candle. Of course, studying feels unbearable. Next to fireworks, a candle looks like nothing. This is dopamine tolerance, and it's why hard things feel impossible. Potato's brain isn't broken. It's just spoiled, too used to the fried stuff to notice anything plain. So Potato decided to do something drastic: reset the tongue. Imagine eating those hyper snacks at a buffet every single day. Eventually, a plain potato is an insult. But strand that same potato on a deserted island for 3 hungry days, and that plain potato suddenly tastes like the best meal of its life. Nothing about the potato changed. The hunger did. That's the entire idea behind a dopamine reset. Pull away the artificial fireworks for a while, and the quiet rewards, reading, building, learning, start to glow again. There are 2 ways potato can run the reset. The first is the hard reset. 1 full day, no phone, no internet, no games, no junk. Just potato and the raw, itchy silence of boredom. And here's the magic: when boredom gets loud enough, a notebook becomes fascinating, a book becomes gripping, and a walk becomes an adventure. The second is the soft reset, for potatoes who aren't ready to go cold turkey. Once a week, drop just 1 fried habit. No social media on Sundays. No games on Wednesdays. A small, repeatable reset. The goal was never punishment, it's to lower the tolerance so a plain potato can taste sweet again. But potato isn't trying to live like a monk forever. Fun is good. Dopamine is good. So instead of quitting the rewards, potato rebuilt the order they come in. The new rule, work first, treat after, always in that direction. Because if potato grabs the treat first, say, opening the feed for 2 minutes in bed, the studying afterward is already dead on arrival. The motivation's been spent. So potato flipped it into an economy and gave it a currency, Spud Coins. 1 hour of real work earns a small treat. A focused stretch earns a snack. A full honest day of effort earns a couple of hours of completely guilt-free fun. And because it was earned, it actually feels good instead of hollow. The single unbreakable law: the coin is never spent before the work is done. Once the tongue is reset and the rewards are earned, potato can stack on 5 small tricks to make the hard stuff sting less. Trick 1. Turn work into a game. Potato loves games, so steal their tricks, split a big task into levels. Keep a checklist and let every box you tick drop a satisfying Spud coin. Trick 2. Shrink the start. Potato will refuse to climb a mountain but won't argue with a single step, so the deal is just 2 minutes. 2 minutes is nothing, but starting is the hardest part, and once potato's moving, it usually keeps rolling. Trick 3. Pay yourself instantly. Potato lives for quick rewards, so attach a tiny one to each finish, a page written. A 5-minute snack, 20 push-ups, 1 funny clip. Little wins keep potato coming back. Trick 4. Find a squad. A lone potato is a lazy potato, but a potato with company suddenly cares. Nobody wants to be the one slacker in the group chat. Borrowed accountability is a cheat code. Trick 5. Change the label. Potato becomes whatever it calls itself. Say, "I'm just lazy" enough times and it hardens into a fact. But quietly swap it for "I'm someone who shows up." And the behavior slowly leans to match the words, because actions chase identity. So let's land the plane. Dopamine was never the villain in this story. It's the same force behind every good thing potato has ever built, learned, or chased. The real question was never how to kill it, it's where potato chooses to get it. From the endless fried scroll that leaves it emptier each time, or from growth, effort, and the slow satisfaction of getting better. Potato doesn't need to destroy its cravings. It just needs to start craving the right things. Potato was never born loving hard things, almost no one is. But with a reset, an earned reward, and a few clever tricks, hard things stop feeling like torture and start feeling like the good kind of effort. So the next time you're staring down a to-do list, dreading every line, remember, it was never about brute forcing discipline. It's about gently outsmarting your own brain. The only thing left to decide is which cravings you'll feed. If this helped untangle your head a little, a like waters potato and a subscribe keeps the whole patch growing.